Morning, everybody. Ali Said, Muhammad Osama, Saifuddin Haddad. Are you okay? Everything is alright?
Yes, Mister.
Inshallah, everything will be alright. Are you ready for the exams today? The central exams? Do you have any problems? Are there any problems? Don't be frightened. Inshallah, everything will pass easily, smoothly. You are little heroes and you have studied well. But be sure that you have a good internet connection. You have a laptop or set, computer set. Don't use a mobile phone. That's better for you. And I'm sure that everything will be alright, inshallah. In a minute, we're gonna start. We have become 6 person attendees: Ali, Khalid, Muhammad, Mustafa, Rashid, Saif. Right now, we can start our lesson, but we should start first with the national anthem of United Arab Emirates. So you are kindly asked to close your mics and listen to the national anthem. Welcome back, everybody. Do you have any questions? Is there anyone who want to ask any question about the last lesson?
مستر
Yes,
مستر أنا الحين جيت.
I know. I can see your name is yet it's obvious and clear. And if you want to speak, as we have already learned, you are kindly asked to raise your hand. Use this sign to tell me or giving me attention that you want to speak, and I'll give you the permission to speak. Okay. Again, we have already talked about best symbol. Best symbol. Listen to me carefully because it is a very easy lesson and very important as well. And you may have question of the best symbol in the coming exam of English. So I want all of you to pay attention, focus with your eyes, and concentrate with your mind. When I ask you to focus, then look carefully. On the other hand, when I ask you to concentrate, put your mind to work. That's what I want. Let's start, everybody, with a little question. I'd like to ask it right now. What is the best symbol of eat? Raise your hand if you know. Raise your hand. Like this, we can practice using English. Ahmed Sari has already raised his hand, Mustafa Mahmoud, and who else? What about Muhammad Usama? Are you asleep? Are you still sleepy? Ali Said, very good, excellent. Yes, that's what I want. Everybody, I don't care whether your answer is
جيت.
right or wrong. Don't speak without permission. Just raise your hand, or you can easily use very good. Like this. Muhammad Usama has the priority to say the right answer, and I'll give you bonus and marks on the LMS for using the chatting board as they done. Okay, Ali Saeed, can you hear me well? How are you, little man? Ali,
A.
say
Yes.
yes. Yes, very good. Say yes. How are you, Ali? Are you okay?
I'm fine.
Very good, excellent. I'm so happy to hear about you. What is the best symbol of eat, Ali? What's the best symbol of eat? Yes?
A.
Very good, excellent. Can you tell me the letters, the spelling? I'm writing after you. Huh?
A.
A,
A. T.
T, uh-huh.
E.
Very good, excellent. Thank you, little champ. Good work. 4 marks for Ali Saeed. You are kindly asked to close your mic, Ali. Good job. Thank you for
Thank
your
you.
participation. Welcome anytime. This is what I want, and I will repeat what I said. Those who has already used the chat board like Mustafa Mahmoud, Muaz, Amir, Muhammad Osama, and they have already written the right answer will be given marks on the LMS like Ali Saeed. 4 marks for those who has already given me the answer, whether on the chat board or through raising their hand and using this sign. They ask for permission to speak. Now, I want something else. Everybody, as I told you, now we are practice using English. We are not teaching about English as earlier as in the past. We are learning how can we use the past simple through our speaking, how to express our past action. How can we use it to say what we have already done or what we did yesterday. Now, we already know right now that the past simple or the verb that we will use in the past is a. That's good. Good step. Right now, I'd like to use it in a sentence. Who can give me a sentence using a in the past simple? Raise your hand if you know or use the chat board as I told you. Okay, Amir, I didn't ask about when. Don't proceed. Stay with me. Don't walk alone. Raise your hand if you have a sentence. Mustafa Mahmoud and Ahmed Sari. Let's start with Ahmed Sari. Good morning, little man. How are you?
I am.
Hi,
I am fine, thank you.
welcome to you. I'm so happy to hear about you. Now, what's your
I
example?
ate
I
an
ate.
apple yesterday.
You ate what?
An apple yesterday.
What did you eat? I didn't hear. Again. Hmm. Again. Say it again.
I
What did you
ate
eat?
an apple yesterday.
Yes, very good. Excellent. Now I could hear it. Wow, an apple. An apple yesterday. Well organized example and it will net example. Very good, excellent, good job, excellent work. Thank you for you, Ahmed Sari. 4 marks for Ahmed Sari for giving me a well prepared, a well organized example. Look at that. He first used I, started with a subject. Every sentence in the English language. Now, everybody, listen to me. Focus and concentrate. That's very important. You can learn how can you make sentence in the English language right now. How can we make a sentence? Start with a subject like what? I, he, she, it, we, you, and they. We have 7 subject pronouns in the English language as a whole, you know. So after that, in the past simple, use the second conjugation that we have already learn it right now. The second conjugation or the past simple of it is a. So after the subject, use a. And after that, use the predicate. But we have something important still. What is it? Yesterday. Without yesterday or without reference to the past, you will have a missing part. So you have to use yesterday. You have to use it because there should be for a reference to the past. I couldn't say I ate an apple. and stop. That is linguistically and grammatically not right. That is not right. There is something missing. What is it? A reference or a key word that will tell or inform the listener that this action happened in the past. So, first of all, how can I make a sentence in the past simple? Use the second form of the verb, which is, for example, ate from eat, or went from go, or wrote from write. After that, use reference to the past. Don't miss this part. Don't lose it. That's very important. So we can learn from the sentence that the past simple express an action that happened in the past and completed, but we should learn when did it exactly happen in the past. We should learn when did it exactly happen in the past. Another example. Now we would like to transfer to another important thing. We learned how can we make a sentence in the past simple through using the past of the verb. We learned how can we make it through starting with a subject, using the verb in the past, and after that we use a reference to the past. Now we would like to know how can we change it into negative. How can we use not? Who can use not in this sentence? 5 marks for those who can use not in this sentence. Muaz has already given me an example, 4 marks for Muaz. I ate pizza last week. Very good. Excellent. Good job. Ahmed Sari as well has already given me another example. Very good. Excellent. Good job. Thank you, Ahmed Sari. Uh, and more than one. Muhammad Osama as well. Very good. Excellent. Good job. This is what I want, everybody. Now, who can use not? Only Muaz, only Ahmed Sari who can use not, who can change it into negative? I don't believe it. I think more than one can tell me the answer right now. Okay, Ahmed Sari, go ahead, I'm listening. Use not, you know?
I didn't play
I didn't eat,
football
not playing.
last day.
Look at that. This is
Last
how,
week.
yeah. Ahmed, can you see this paper? Can you see this example that you have already given me? I ate an apple
Yes.
yesterday. So change it into negative. Go ahead, I'm writing after you.
I didn't eat.
Very good. Again, little champ. I didn't what?
I
Eat
didn't eat an apple
an apple
yesterday.
yesterday. Good job. Very good, excellent. Thank you very much. Another 5 marks for Ahmed Sari and bonus on the LMS. Look at that. You are kindly asked to close your mic. Thank you, Ahmed, for your great job. He used didn't. He used didn't to change into negative in the past simple. And this is what basically what I want to tell you. When we want to change into negative in the past simple, which helping verb we will use did. So after that, we use not, and we will not say ate. We will use the verb in its original form. So, very good, excellent. Thank you very much, Ahmed Sari. I think now it has become so easy for all of you. I went. Who can change it into negative? I went. Raise your hand or use the chat board. I went. Who can change it into negative? Raise your hand. Amir Rami, go ahead. Amir, I'm listening. Ali Said said I didn't buy. Very good, excellent. Yes, like this. When I use didn't, I ate this. This is an old practice. This is an old example. Muaz said I didn't eat. Very good, excellent. Yes. After negation, we change the verb into its original form. Now, Amir, I'm listening. What's your answer?
I
I
went.
yes, I went to change it into negative. Use not. What will you say?
I don't went to school
Oh
yesterday.
my God, why did you use don't? Do look at this. We use didn't. We don't use don't. We use don't in the
I
present tense. Yes?
I
Again, say.
didn't
Very good.
I
I didn't.
didn't
Yes?
went
not went after changing into
Go, go.
yes, I go. Very good, excellent. We should return the verb back to its original form. So the original form or the infinitive of went is go, like this. Now another example. I want all of you to try doing this. He wrote. We can change it into negative. He wrote. Raise your hand or use the chat board, everybody. I gave markers for using that. I didn't play. Very good, excellent. That's a good example. Ali Faisis, I didn't go. Very good, excellent. Good example. Muaz said, I didn't eat the soup. Ahmed Tari as well, giving example. Now, who can change this? He wrote into negative. Who can change it into negative? He wrote. Everybody, raise your hand, refresh your tongue. I'll give you markers and I will help you. Like this, you can learn English easily, smoothly. You have so much time right now in order to practice using English itself. And this is what we are doing right now. So, very good, excellent. Muaz has already raised his hand. Who else? Who else? Use the chat board. Use the chat board. Okay, I will call for you. Khalid Abbas, can you hear me? Khalid, I'm calling for you, Khalid. He doesn't know. We shouldn't use doesn't here, Muhammad Osama. It is not in
Yes,
the
sir.
present. Yes, Khalid, how are you? Are you okay?
I'm fine.
Very good, excellent. Look at that, Khalid Abbas. He wrote, we want to use not. What should we do here? We will start with he, and after that we will use didn't in the past simple. And what we should do with wrote, we will use the infinitive, which is right. The infinitive of wrote is what? Right. Okay, Khalid,
Okay.
is it easy? Is it clear? Yes, it is easy and clear. Okay, thank you very much. Don't be shy. I will help you, but don't stay without practice using our English in order to learn. This is my advice for all of you. Very good, excellent. Everybody, right now we have already learned how can we make a sentence in the past simple. Right now also we have already learned how can we change it into negative. How can we use not in the past simple. Right now we learned that we should use reference to the past. So it is not enough to say I ate a sandwich. You have to say when did you eat the sandwich? I ate a sandwich an hour ago. I ate a sandwich last day. I ate a sandwich yesterday. Like this. Except for this, you will have a very important missing part, which is the reference to the past. Again, last period, we have already learned that we have a story, a little story about a girl that is called Amal. It is telling us a story. She was telling us a story about her activities and what did she do. I will read it right now and I'll give you the permission to read after me. So listen to me carefully. Last weekend, look, she used last weekend, a reference to the past, in order to use or to be able to use the past symbol of the word. I went. She is talking in the past, so she didn't say go. She said when. I went camping with my family. We drove. Drove is the best of drive, driving a car. We drove from our house and went to the desert nearby. There was lots of great things to do. We talked with my family, played and had a barbecue and tea. After we ate, to eat, I was talking, was talking. This is another thing. It is not past simple, was or were plus was or were like this plus verb plus ing. It's called past progressive or past continuous. It's another tense. So today we're gonna deal with two tenses. The first we started with was past simple. In the past simple, we use second form of the verb, and we use didn't in the negative. On the other hand, in this tense, past progressive, we use was if the subject is I, he, she, or it. If the subject is we, you, or they, we use were. Let's have an example. For example, if I use the he, I will use was. So after that, for example, the verb read, I will add ing. It will be reading. Excuse me. He was reading a book yesterday. This sentence in the past progressive. In the past progressive. It is not in the past simple. Why? Because we use the was as a helping verb and we add ing to the end of the verb. After that, we should always in the past, whether past simple or past progressive, to use reference to the past, like yesterday. On the other hand, if we started with we will not use was, we will use were. We were playing, for example, football yesterday, like this. This sentence in the past progressive, we use the was because the subject is he. This sentence in the past progressive as well, we used were because the subject is we. Let's back to the story of Amal. I was talking with my sister when we heard a strange noise. We thought is the best of think. Thought is the best of think. We thought it was an animal. Snakes and scorpions live in the desert. We stopped to listen, but the noise stopped. But as we were talking, again, past progressive, where, because we use we were talking again, we saw. Saw is the best of see. Something moved in the sand near us. We were very scared, and as we were looking for somewhere to hide, we heard someone laughing. It was just my little brother playing a trick on us. Who can read fluently as I read right now? Raise your hand and I'll give you the permission to read yourself. Who can read right now the story of Amal? If you can read, raise your hand and I'll give you the permission to read. Hamad Osama, go ahead. Yes?
Last weekend, I went camping with my family. We drove from our house and went to the desert nearby. There were lots of great things to do. We talked with my family, played, and had a bar-
Barbecue.
barbecue and tea. After we ate, I was talking with my sister when we heard a
Heard.
stirred
A
noise.
strange noise. Yes.
We noise. We thought it was an animal. Snakes and scorpions live in the desert. We stopped to listen, but the no, noise stopped. But as we were talking again, we saw something move in the sand near us. We
Yes.
were very
Heard.
scared, and as we were looking for somewhere to hide, we heard
Heard. Excuse me,
someone
Muhammad. This is the second time again. Excuse me. Heard. Look at that. Heard.
heard
Heard.
someone
Yes.
heard someone like it was just
Laughing.
my
Laughing.
little
Look at that. Laughing.
laughing
Yes.
laughing. It was just my little brother playing attract on us.
Very good, excellent. So, Flowen, 5 marks for your participation, little hero. But again, repeat after me. This one is laughing. Say it again, laughing.
Laughing.
Very good. And this one, nearby, nearby.
Nearby.
And this one is great. Don't you say great, 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 great.
Great.
Very good, excellent, good job. Thank you very much, Muhammad Osama. 5 marks for your participation. Is there any little hero, another hero very much like Muhammad Osama who can share us? Who wants to read? Raise your hand if you want to read. I'jaz and someone else need an invitation. If you can send an invitation for I'jaz, do it. So right now I am engaged in the lesson and I can do it myself. No one else who wants to read, everybody. Try to read and I will help you. You should practice reading in order to improve your English speaking as well. Without reading, you can learn nothing and you will forget easily the pronunciation of words. Okay, I will not force you to read, but it's better for you to practice reading. Let's move to another part. These pictures express what we have already said right now about the story of a man. And now we would like to answer this question about the story of a man. We would like to use desert, scorpion, care, and camping noise in these blanks or in these gaps. First one, last weekend, Amal went with her family. What is the suitable word in the above one? Raise your hand, or as you know, use the chat board to give the answer. If you know the answer, raise your hand. Last weekend, Amal went what? Went to desert or scorpion or skied or camping with her family. What is the right answer of the first question? Let me check up. Desert. Okay, Muhammad Osama said desert. Do you agree with him? Is this right? Do you agree with him? We have another choice. Ali Saeed, go ahead. Ali Saeed has already raised his hand. Let's listen to Ali. What's your answer, Ali? Yes? Ali? Quickly, man.
Desert.
Desert? Your answer is desert?
Desert. Yes.
Okay, thank you very much. Lower your hand, Ali. It is not desert. Desert, it is not the right answer, everybody. Very good, excellent. Now Muhammad Osama has already given us the right answer. Muhammad Osama, start reading the example yourself. Number one.
Last weekend, Amal went camping with
Very good, excellent.
his
Last
family.
weekend, as we have already read, Amal went camping. If we want to use desert, we will say to the desert or in the desert. But there is no preposition, whether to or in. So the right answer is camping. Amal went camping. Another 4 marks for Muhammad Osama because he has already given us the right answer. Let's move to number two. They drove to the desert, scorpion, scared, or noise. What is the suitable answer? They drove to the what? What is your answer? Raise your hand if you know, or use the chat board. Mustafa Mahmoud, how are you, little man? Are you okay?
Yes.
Very good, excellent. I'm so happy to hear about you. Mustafa, tell me, are you ready for the exams today? Have you studied
Yes.
well? I'm sure of that, little here. Okay, go ahead. Let's start reading the second example.
They drove. They drove to the
Hmm? To the, what is your answer? Which word will you will use? Mm-hmm.
mm,
Mm-hmm. 1 minute left. 30 seconds.
number
Hey, what? Time is out. You didn't give me an answer. They dropped to that. We still haven't an answer for the question. Lower your hand, Mustafa Mahmoud. Let's check up the chatting board. Very good, excellent. Muhammad Usama said the right answer, but I want another one to say it, to read.
Desert.
Yes, the desert is the right answer, Mustafa. Desert is the right answer. So we should say they drift to the desert. Mustafa, read again the example using the desert, the word desert. Read it again.
They drove. They
Yes,
drove to the desert.
they drove to the desert. That is good. This is the right answer. Thank you very much. You can last to close your mind. So everybody, we have already used the desert and we have already used the camping. We have three words left. We have three sentences left as well. Number three, while she was talking to her sister, they heard a. They heard what? While she was talking to her sister, she or they heard what? Raise your hand if you know or use the chat board. Ali Saeed said noise, and Yusuf Hatim, yes, hi Yusuf, go ahead. Number three,
Nose.
read, start reading, Yusuf.
Nose.
Noise, it's not noise, noise. Say it again, noise.
Noise.
Very good, excellent. Can you read or you want to read after me? Read after me. While
While
she
while she
was
but
talking,
to
listen to me, say to
talking
me. Yes, stay with me, listen to me. While she was talking to
to
her, her
and
sister, her
and
sister,
not
her
her
sister, yes,
sister
they
sister
heard, they
the
heard
they
a
help
noise, a
her
noise.
noise.
Very good, excellent. Like this, you can learn easily, smoothly. Thank you very much, Yusuf. You are kindly asked to close your mind. So, everybody, the right choice is noise. They heard noise. We have already used the desert, camping, and noise. We have two words left, scorpion and care. And we have two examples of two sentences left as well. Number four, Amal and her sister felt very.
Mr.
Don't say me. Raise your hand as we have already agreed to do, or use the chat board and I'll give you the permission. Abdullah Anas, it's okay. What's your answer? Number four.
Amal and her sister felt very
Yes?
scary.
Very,
Scared.
very good. Very good, excellent. Good job. Good word. Excellent word. Thank you very much. Yes, this is the right answer. Abdullah Anas has already given us the right answer. It is scared. Amal and her sister, after listening to the noise, they were feeling very scared. We have just one word left. It's a scorpion. And I think it will match easily, smoothly the last one. Who can read the last one? Number five. Who can read the last one? Number five. Saifuddin Haddad. Go ahead, Saifuddin. Excuse me. Let me check up. Yes, Yusuf Adam. Okay, thank you very much. Just 1 minute. Good job. Ahmad Osama has already asked it, answered. Okay, Yusuf. Sorry, Sif. Go ahead. Number five.
They some
Oh,
thought it was as asper
scorpion.
asper.
Yes. Say it again. They thought it was a scorpion. Say it again.
They
Yes.
thought it was a scorpion.
Very good. Excellent. Good job. Nice word. Thank you very much, Yusuf. Like this, everybody, we have already learned how can we use the past simple to express events or to express easily what happened in the past. How can we make a sentence? Through using the second conjugation or the second form of the verb, and after that, easily, smoothly, we will give a reference to the past as we have already learned it right now. The second tense that we have already used today was or were plus verb plus ing. This is not past simple, it is past continuous. So today we have already learned how can we use two types of tenses. First, past simple through using the second conjugation, and in the negative we use didn't. Second one, past continuous through using was or were as helping verbs, and after that we add ing to the end of the verb. So let's practice using the past continuous right now. Let's practice using it, the past continuous. For example, let me give you some little examples. The word read. It's a verb. Who can give me a sentence using the verb read in the past continuous? Who can use it in the past continuous with the subject he? With he, which one we will use? Was or were? Which one we will use? Was or were? Let me check up. Ali Saeed and Mustafa Mahmoud. Okay, Mustafa, go ahead. I'm writing after you. Past continuous. With he, we will use was or were?
Where?
Oh no, with he we will use was. We have already written above. Look at that. If it we, you, or they, we will use were. If it is I, he, she, it, we will use was. What is the subject here? Again, it is he. So we will use was. After that, we will use read. Go ahead. Quickly, we don't have so much time. He was what?
Read the story.
Reading a story. When? Yesterday?
Yes.
Yesterday. Okay. Yesterday. Everybody like this, we can make easily, smoothly examples or give examples in the past continuous. Thank you for your participation. Thank you for your following. And I hope that all of you can easily learn it. How can he make sentences? Be smart, be safe, and don't fear. Everything will gonna be all right today, inshallah. See you later. Bye.
Bye.
Bye, Mister.
Goodbye.